This is a tutorial for a DIY face mask. Please know that this mask does not provide as much protection as a certified mask. It's an emergency solution in case you have no other mask available and you want to make one for yourself or your loved ones. If you're going to make masks for hospitals or other institutions, check with them what their requirements are. The fabric choice, the pattern can be very different and they may require you to deliver them in a certain way, pre-wash them, etc. Go to madamso.com for more details and information. Here we go. Cut two different pieces of fabric, 8 by 8 inch. Measure, fold, and press a hem of 1 inch on both fabric pieces. These are the bottom sides of the mask. Attach the top sides together, right sides facing, and sew at 1/4 of an inch. This seam will sit above your nose. Marking and making the pleats is the hardest part. Start marking from the top, the seam. Measure 1.5 inch down, then 3/4 of an inch lower, another mark, 1/2 inch lower, another one, 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, and then the last one at 3/4 of an inch. So you need to mark on the right sides of the fabric and on both fabric pieces, and you always start from the top seam. I've put all these measurements in the description below, and you can also find them in my blog post. When you're making your first mask, use two colors for the lines. So blue ones and red ones, like I showed in the drawing. So that makes the folding afterwards easier. Now fold the first blue line towards the first red line, then the second blue line towards the second red line, and the third blue line towards the third red line. Do this for both fabric pieces and pin down. And iron the pleats. Attach them by stitching over them at 1/4 of an inch from the edges. Cut 4 cotton ribbons of 15 inch each. Attach them in the 4 corners, the long sides facing inwards. You can buy them ready-made or make them yourselves out of bias tape. Pin the two sides of the two fabric pieces together, right sides facing. Sew them together at 1/2 inch seam allowance. The ribbons are on the inside, so on the right side. Turn the mask inside out and it's ready. I left the bottom open so you can add a filter inside if you want, but you can also close the bottom with a top stitching.